Charlotte, the scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 59. Hey, tight there.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott completes it to Miller. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 47. 26. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Miller.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Kill. Go, get out there. Bring it.
Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, it's Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try the pressure advantage.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 4.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Now Newton on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 15-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Step 20.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 47's the mic, boy. 20. Check, 47. Hayward. Here we go.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Newton now to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. A gain of 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dak on the option left. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Play action now. Prescott. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Come on.
Throwing on third down, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Got his target, Samuel. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ray McLeod there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. His first down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 30 yards there. Prescott looks to throw on first. Dumps it complete to Miller. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a quick hitter with a fullback Arma. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. He gives it up. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah. Here we
a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Gun, gun, gun. Watch out. Hey! Watch out. Hey, fast!
They snap it to Newton. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, 47. 56 to Mott, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Here we go. 46. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott completes it to Watt. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 56 is the Mott. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Here we go. 47.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 26. 6. Mike, 56, right there. Right 26.
Prescott from the gun. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. 34 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch tight. Great. 3 down. Mike 59.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Throwing is Newton, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Panthers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, he's got Smith here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running, just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll... up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one complete to Smith. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a loss of 1, but it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Now a desperation throw deep down, and now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?